Hi everyone, once again welcome back to my channel. I hope you people are doing good. So in today's video we are going to discuss what are the effective ways to read NCERTs, and we will also learn how to make notes, how to link NCERT chapters with the syllabus of UPSC, and what are the books that should be read out of NCERTs, and we will also see what are the advantages of reading NCERTs through these methods. So let's get into the video, and the very first question is what are the effective ways to read NCERTs. So after doing a lot of research, like I have asked many aspirants how they read NCERTs, so I have come to a conclusion that NCERTs can be read in three ways, and these three ways can be applied to everyone, but depending on their individual that is caliber, we decide in which way we have to read NCERTs. So after asking aspirants, I have come to a conclusion that these three ways will be helpful for reading NCERTs, and the very first way is to read NCERTs in class-wise manner. So in this way what we will do is we have to read NCERTs from class 6 to class 12, that is after completing entire class 6 NCERTs of different subjects like geography, history, social science, other subjects, then we will proceed to class 7th NCERTs. So in this class 7th NCERTs also we will read different subjects, and after completing them we will move to further NCERTs like class 8 and so on. So this way of reading NCERTs will be useful for those who wish to read different subjects at one time, like who enjoy reading different subjects. So they will choose this class-wise manner, and by reading NCERTs in class-wise manner, it is bit time consuming, but it's okay if any people, like if some people are wishing to give their attempt in 2024 or 2025, this manner will be helpful for them because they have lot of time, and they can read different subjects at different times. So I think they will enjoy reading NCERTs in NCERTs of different subjects. So those people who want to enjoy the subject and learn the concept, they can use this manner. And the second one is to read NCERTs in subject wise manner. So according to this manner, what we will do is we will start reading NCERTs of particular subject like history. Once we have finished reading NCERTs of history from class 6th to class 12th, that is after completing class 6th NCERT of history, then we will go to class 7th NCERT of history particularly, and then 8th and then 9th, like that. After completing from class 6 to class 12th, then we will proceed for other subjects like polity, and from polity also when we have completed NCERTs from class 9 to class 12, then we will go for other subjects, like that. After completing one subject we will be moving on to other subjects. So this is how we read NCERTs under subject wise manner. So in this type, like in this subject wise manner, most of the aspirants find very helpful because it gives us conceptual clarity and better understanding of the concept. So most of the aspirant, like 80 to 90% of them, will proceed with this manner of reading NCERTs. So I think this will be helpful for everyone. So I would prefer reading NCERTs in subject wise manner. And now the third one is reading NCERTs along with standard books. So reading NCERTs along with standard books will be done by few people, like nearly 5 to 10% of people, when they have very short time. Like if you are preparing for UPSC in 6 to 7 months, then I think NCERTs along with standard books will be helpful because you have less time, and while preparing for UPSC, NCERTs are really important. So in order to cover NCERTs and in order to complete the syllabus, choosing NCERTs along with standard books is helpful. So in this way what we will do is we will read NCERTs along with the standard books. That is, if you take the syllabus of UPSC of GS paper 2, the very first concept will be about historical underpinnings, right? So to understand historical underpinnings, we generally go through first part of Lakshmikant. That is, we will read historical background and We will understand about the evolution of constitution, about salient features, about directive principles, fundamental duties, fundamental rights, basic structure of the constitution. So all these things we will see under the first part of Lakshmikant, because to understand the historical underpinnings of the GS paper 2 syllabus. So when we are reading historical underpinnings, first, instead of proceeding with standard book, we will check whether there are any chapters in NCERT that will match with historical underpinnings. If so, then we will first read that particular chapters of NCERT and then we will further go with the standard books. So this is the method that we follow when we are reading NCERTs along with standard books. So this reading of NCERTs along with standard books will be helpful only for those who have very short time and who want to read NCERTs along with standard books. And here one thing, this method can be useful for making notes of both NCERTs and standard books at a place. So I think if you people have very less time and if you want to read both NCERTs and standard books, this method will be helpful. So these are the three methods that generally people will read NCERTs. So according to me and according to my experience, reading NCERTs in subject wise manner is better, because when you first understand a concept of particular topic, then you will be able to identify whether the topic is asked in UPSC or not when you are analyzing your previous year question papers. And also here one thing, reading NCERTs before standard books is good, because most of the questions are directly asked from NCERTs of different subjects. So I would suggest to read NCERTs in subject wise manner. Now if you come to the second question, that is, what are the books that should be read for from NCERTs. So here I have given a list of books that should be read from NCERTs. So these books covers almost every topic of UPSC. So it's better to read all these NCERTs. If you have already made a list, then that's okay, you can follow your own list. But here I have detailedly given which book is important for UPSC. Now coming to the point, how to make notes from NCERTs. So in whatever way you read NCERTs, be it in class wise manner or subject wise, or if you read NCERTs along with standard books, when you are making notes, you have to first be thorough with the concept. That is, you have to understand the concept and analyze your previous year question papers. So once you have done this, then only you have to make notes. This is because making notes means writing down points that are highly important in your own language, which can be understood by you only, because you are not going to print another book. So when you are making notes, you have to make each and every point understood by you only. So while you are making, first try to understand the concept very well after 3 to 4 readings of NCERTs, and integrate that topic that you are making notes with the syllabus of UPSC. For example, if you take class 11th NCERT of Geography, Fundamentals of Physical Geography, from chapter 2 to chapter 7, some portion of geomorphology will be covered. So when you are making notes from chapter 2 to chapter 7, make these points, important points, under geomorphology. And when you have made these notes under geomorphology, and when you are reading your standard books, update the geomorphology notes with your standard books. Okay. And when you are analyzing your previous year question papers, try to note down that previous year question papers under each topic that you have come across. So the next thing is, when you are reading chapter 8 to chapter 12 of that book, you will complete some part of climatology. So next thing is, when you are making notes from chapter 8 to chapter 12, note down that particular chapters under climatology, and when you are reading your standard books, update this climatology with the notes of standard books. So similarly, when you are reading chapter 13 and chapter 14 of the same book, this chapter 13 and 14 covers some part of oceanography. So make notes under oceanography and update that with standard books. So in this way, link every chapter of NCERT and make notes. So this is how you have to read your NCERTs and make notes. And here one more thing that is to be remembered, that while reading NCERTs, don't remember facts or numbers, because they are not that important. So try to ignore that facts, and after you have done with your second reading, you have to definitely analyze your previous year question papers, then only move further for your third reading. Because if you analyze your previous year question papers, it will be easy for you to identify the important points when you are doing your third or fourth reading. So I hope I have covered all the important aspects of NCERTs. So if you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section below. I will definitely address your doubts. And if you like the content that I am making, if you like my videos, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. And thanks for watching.